The Metaverse and Web3 Dreams, 2022. While Terra, Celsius, and FTX grabbed headlines for all the wrong reasons, 2022 was the year when Metaverse became a household word, when big tech joined crypto in imagining the digital future, and when Web3 became a rallying cry for builders, creators, and investors. The Metaverse Mania. The spark, Facebook becomes Meta. In late 2021, Facebook rebranded to Meta, declaring its future lay in building the metaverse. This announcement ignited a frenzy. Investors poured billions into virtual land, avatars, and digital worlds. Suddenly, the metaverse wasn't just a gamer's dream, it was Wall Street's next gold rush. By 2022, dozens of projects positioned themselves as the next frontier of the internet. Crypto's metaverse platforms, Decentraland, Mania, a blockchain-based virtual world where users could buy land, build shops, and host events. Land sales hit millions. The Sandbox, Sand, backed by celebrities like Snoop Dogg, who built a virtual mansion there. Partnerships with Adidas and Warner Music cemented its cultural pull. Other side, Bored Ape Yacht Club's Metaverse. Yuga Labs, creators of BAYC, launched plans for a massive metaverse powered by their NFTs. Virtual land rush plots in these digital worlds sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes more than real houses. Investors believed these worlds could host concerts, conferences, and commerce, entire economies in 3D. Web3, the decentralized internet. Parallel to the metaverse hype was the rise of Web3, the idea of a new internet where users own their data, identities, and assets. Core principles of Web3 decentralization. Apps run on blockchains, not corporate servers. Ownership. NFTs and tokens give users real property rights. Interoperability. Assets and identities move across platforms. Community governance. DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, replace traditional corporations. Big players in Web3, Ethereum, and Layer 2s, Polygon, Arbitrum, provided the infrastructure. Wallets like MetaMask became gateways to the Web3 world. DAOs, from Constitution DAO, which famously tried to buy the U.S. Constitution, to investment and gaming. DAOs, collective ownership experiments, flourished. Web3 was less about virtual spaces and more about philosophy. The internet should not belong to big tech. It should belong to the people. The NFT plus metaverse connection. NFTs weren't just about art anymore. In 2022, they evolved into digital identity. Profile picture collections became avatars in virtual worlds. Land deeds in the metaverse were NFTs. Music, fashion, and even event tickets were tokenized. NFT communities started imagining shared universes where identity and creativity flowed freely. Corporate metaverse versus crypto metaverse. A key tension in 2022 was the battle between big tech HS centralized metaverse and crypto S decentralized metaverse. Meta, Facebook, invested billions in VR headsets, avatars, and horizon worlds, but critics said it was a walled garden. Microsoft, focused on enterprise, integrating metaverse ideas into teams and cloud services. Crypto projects pushed back, arguing true, metaverse must be open, interoperable, and user-owned. The divide highlighted a philosophical war. Would the metaverse be another corporate playground or a Web3 revolution? Dreams versus reality. 2022 showed both the promise and the limitations of these dreams. The promise millions joined NFT and metaverse communities. Virtual concerts, art galleries, and DAO experiments captured imaginations. Web3 startups attracted record venture funding, over $30 billion. The reality. Most metaverse spaces were empty ghost towns. VR hardware adoption lagged behind hype. Many users cared more about speculation than utility. The broader crypto crash drained enthusiasm and funding. Still, the idea lived on, an internet reshaped by ownership, creativity, and immersion. Cultural crossroads. The Metaverse and Web3 weren't just technologies. They became cultural movements. Musicians released albums as NFTs and held concerts in Decentraland. Fashion brands like Gucci and Nike created digital wearables. Gamers debated play-to-earn models like Axie Infinity, where in-game NFTs became sources of income. Communities used DAOs to pool money for causes, from climate change to political lobbying. For many, 2022 was the year they first glimpsed a future where digital life mattered as much as physical life. The crash meets the dream. Ironically, the same year of the great crypto crash was also the year of greatest imagination. As Terra, Celsius, and FTX collapsed, skeptics mocked the metaverse as a joke. But builders kept building, convinced that temporary market cycles couldn't kill an idea whose time had come. The Metaverse and Web3 may not have reached mass adoption in 2022, but they left an indelible mark. They showed the direction of travel, even if the path was longer than people hoped. Conclusion: seeds of a digital civilization. The Metaverse and Web3 dreams of 2022 weren't just hype. They were seeds. Seeds of an internet where users own, creators thrive, and economies flourish in virtual and physical harmony. History may remember 2022 as a year of collapse, but it was also a year of vision. A year when humanity looked at its screens and said, "What if this could be more?" And though markets crashed and projects failed, the dream remained, waiting for technology, culture, and economics to catch up.